We all know that life is full of distractions. Whether you realize it or not, some of these distractions are habits that we've picked up over time, habits that seem harmless but are actually tearing us apart from the inside. These habits don't just affect our focus or productivity, they go much deeper. They mess with our energy, our vibration, and ultimately, they block us from any kind of spiritual growth. I want you to imagine for a moment what it would feel like to be completely free from mental clutter, free from emotional baggage, free from the endless cycle of habits that keep pulling you down. What would your life look like if you could raise your vibration to its highest potential? If you could truly connect with your higher self without any invisible chains holding you back?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
But here's the thing, most of us are not even aware that these chains exist. We think that what we're doing is normal or even necessary. We tell ourselves everybody does this, but the truth is, these habits are like a virus, slowly eating away at your spiritual core. And if you don't do something about it, they'll continue to block you from your full potential. For example, take the habit of negative self-talk. How many times have you caught yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed"? Maybe you don't even notice it anymore because it's become so automatic. But every time you engage in that kind of thinking, you're lowering your vibration. You're sending out a signal to the universe that says, "I'm not worthy of more. I'm stuck." And guess what? The universe responds to that signal. It reflects back to you exactly what you're putting out. So the more you engage in negative self-talk, the more you'll find yourself in situations that confirm that belief. Now, here's a question for you. When was the last time you caught yourself in the act of self-sabotage? Not just a passing thought, but a deep realization that you've been holding yourself back. And more importantly, what did you do about it? Another habit that kills your vibration is the addiction to drama. We live in a world where drama is everywhere, on TV, on social media, even in our own friend groups. It's easy to get sucked into it because it's entertaining. It makes us feel something, even if that feeling is anger or frustration. But here's the thing, drama is a low vibration energy. When you engage in it, when you feed into it, you're pulling yourself down to that level. And the more you do it, the more you attract drama into your life. It becomes a vicious cycle that's hard to break. So ask yourself, are you addicted to drama? Do you find yourself constantly involved in other people's problems, or even creating problems where there were none? And if so, why? What are you getting out of it? And is it worth the price of your spiritual growth? Then there's the habit of distraction. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness. We're constantly bombarded with emails, texts, notifications, and endless streams of content. It's all designed to keep us distracted, to keep us from thinking too deeply about anything. But here's the thing, spiritual growth requires focus. It requires stillness. It requires you to be present in the moment. And if you're constantly distracted, constantly chasing the next dopamine hit from your phone or your TV, you're never going to reach that place of stillness. You're never going to connect with your higher self. So here's another question. How often do you allow yourself to be still? Really think about that for a minute. Do you ever take time to just sit in silence without any distractions? Or are you constantly filling your mind with noise, afraid of what might surface if you were to stop and really listen? One of the most dangerous habits that kills your vibration is the inability to let go. We hold on to things, relationships, grudges, beliefs that no longer serve us. We think that by holding on, we're somehow protecting ourselves, but in reality, we're just weighing ourselves down. Every time you hold on to something that's no longer aligned with your higher self, you're blocking your spiritual growth. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while carrying a backpack full of rocks. That's what it's like to hold on to old baggage. You'll never reach the top because you're too weighed down by the past. Think about your own life. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? A toxic relationship? A job that drains your energy? A belief that you're not good enough? And more importantly, why are you holding on to it? What are you afraid will happen if you let it go? The truth is, letting go is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it's also the most liberating. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you make space for new energy, new opportunities, and new experiences to come into your life. You raise your vibration because you're no longer weighed down by the past. But you'll never experience that unless you're willing to take that leap of faith and let go. Another habit that blocks your spiritual growth is the need for control. We all want to feel like we're in control of our lives, but the reality is, control is an illusion. The more you try to control every aspect of your life, the more you block the flow of energy. You create resistance, and that resistance lowers your vibration. Spiritual growth requires you to surrender, to trust that the universe has your back, even when things don't go according to your plan. So ask yourself, are you trying too hard to control everything in your life? And if so, why? What are you afraid of losing if you let go of that control? Now that we've talked about the habits that kill your vibration, let's talk about how to break free from them. The key to raising your vibration and unlocking your spiritual growth is alignment. When you're in alignment with your higher self, everything flows. You attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences into your life. You no longer feel the need to engage in low vibration habits because you're operating from a place of abundance, not lack. The first step to getting into alignment is awareness. You have to be aware of the habits that are blocking your spiritual growth before you can change them. That means being brutally honest with yourself. No more excuses, no more justifications. Ask yourself, what habits are keeping me stuck? What am I doing on a daily basis that's lowering my vibration? Once you've identified the habits, the next step is to take action. But here's the thing, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. You're going to have to be patient with yourself. You're going to have to be consistent. But if you're committed to raising your vibration, to living a life that's in alignment with your higher self, then the rewards will be worth it. When you start taking action to break free from these low vibration habits, it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. You're essentially rewiring your entire way of being. Your mind, your emotions, and even your body have become accustomed to these habits. They've become part of your identity, and letting them go will trigger resistance. You'll feel the pull to go back to your old ways, to cling to the familiar, even if that familiar is what's been holding you back. But here's a powerful truth: growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. If you want to raise your vibration, if you want to break through the blocks that have been keeping you from your spiritual growth, you have to be willing to face that discomfort. You have to be willing to sit with it, observe it, and not let it control you. Because on the other side of that discomfort is freedom, real freedom. Now, once you've committed to breaking free from these habits, the next step is to replace them with high vibration habits. You can't just strip away the negative without filling that space with something positive. Nature abhors a vacuum. And if you don't consciously choose what to fill that space with, your old habits will creep back in. So, what are high vibration habits? They're the practices that connect you to your higher self, that align you with your true purpose. It could be meditation, spending time in nature, journaling, practicing gratitude, or simply being mindful in your daily life. These habits raise your frequency because they bring you into the present moment, they connect you to the flow of life, and they help you to release the need for control, drama, or negativity. Let's talk about meditation for a moment. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools you have for raising your vibration. When you meditate, you quiet the mind, you allow your energy to realign, and you create space for new insights and realizations to come through. But here's the thing, meditation isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about being present. You can meditate while walking, while washing the dishes, while doing anything, as long as you're fully present in the moment. The more you practice this, the more you'll notice that your vibration naturally begins to rise. Gratitude is another habit that has the power to completely transform your energy. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your attention away from lack and towards abundance. You send out a signal to the universe that says, "I'm open to receiving more," and the universe responds to that signal by bringing more positive experiences into your life. But gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for the obvious things. It's about finding gratitude in the challenges, in the lessons, in the things that didn't go your way, because those are the experiences that are helping you grow. Think about this. What if every difficult situation you've ever faced was actually a gift, a lesson designed to help you raise your vibration? What if the very things you've been resisting are the keys to your spiritual growth? Now let's dive deeper into the concept of alignment. Alignment means living in accordance with your highest values, your highest truth. It means saying no to the things that don't serve you and yes to the things that do, even if they're difficult or scary. It means trusting your intuition, even when it doesn't make logical sense. When you're in alignment, you feel it. Things flow. Synchronicities happen. You feel a sense of peace and clarity, even in the midst of chaos. But alignment also requires you to be brutally honest with yourself. Are you living a life that's true to who you really are? Or are you living a life that's based on other people's expectations, on societal conditioning, on fear? Are you making choices that align with your higher self? Or are you making choices based on what's easy, what's comfortable, what feels safe? This is where the real work begins. Because being in alignment means making tough decisions. It means letting go of relationships that drain you, even if you've known that person for years. It means walking away from a job that doesn't light you up, even if it provides financial security. It means saying no to the things that lower your vibration, even if it means disappointing others. So ask yourself, where in your life are you out of alignment? Where are you compromising your truth for the sake of comfort, safety, or approval? Once you begin to live in alignment, you'll notice that the habits that once killed your vibration no longer have the same hold over you. You'll feel less drawn to drama, less inclined to engage in negative self-talk, less addicted to distraction. Why? Because when you're in alignment, you're connected to a higher frequency. You're operating from a place of empowerment, not lack. And from that place, those old habits simply don't resonate with you anymore. But this isn't a one-time thing. Alignment is something you have to continuously work on. It's a daily practice. Every day you have to check in with yourself and ask, am I living in alignment with my higher self today? Am I making choices that raise my vibration? Or am I falling back into old patterns? The beautiful thing is that the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that you no longer have to force yourself to break free from low vibration habits. You'll simply outgrow them. You'll naturally gravitate towards the things that uplift you, that inspire you, that bring you closer to your higher self. So here's the final question I want to leave you with. Are you ready to take full responsibility for your vibration? Are you ready to let go of the habits that have been blocking your spiritual growth and step into a higher version of yourself? Because at the end of the day, this journey is yours to walk. No one else can do it for you. But if you're willing to take that first step, if you're willing to face the discomfort, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to live in alignment with your highest self, the rewards are beyond anything you can imagine. You'll not only raise your vibration, but you'll unlock a level of spiritual growth, clarity, and fulfillment that few people ever experience. And that's where the real magic happens. Now, the only question left is, are you ready? When you're truly ready to step into this level of responsibility, everything changes. It's like waking up from a dream that you didn't even realize you were in. You start to see clearly how every choice, every thought, every action is either raising or lowering your vibration. And with this awareness comes power. The power to consciously choose the life you want to live, the experiences you want to have, and the energy you want to embody. But here's where it gets real. Raising your vibration and unlocking your spiritual growth isn't a one-time event. It's not something you achieve and then check off your list, like some spiritual achievement badge. It's a daily practice, a moment-by-moment awareness. And yes, you will fall. You will slip back into old habits. You will have days where your vibration feels low, where you're tempted by the comfort of distraction, negativity, or drama. That's part of being human. But the difference is that now you have the awareness. You know what's happening, and because you know, you can make a different choice. You can catch yourself in the act and say, wait, this isn't who I want to be. This isn't the energy I want to carry forward. And in that moment, you shift, you realign, you course correct. The key is not to beat yourself up when you fall. That's just another low vibration habit. Instead, see it as an opportunity to practice compassion for yourself, for your journey. Spiritual growth is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about constantly coming back to your center, no matter how many times you get pulled off track. And every time you do, you strengthen your connection to your higher self. So what does this look like in real life? Imagine you're in a situation where someone is bringing negative energy into your space. Maybe they're complaining, gossiping, or trying to pull you into some kind of drama. Your old self might have engaged in that energy, either by feeding into it or by reacting to it. But now, with your heightened awareness, you can make a different choice. You can choose to not engage. You can choose to protect your energy, to walk away, or to simply not let it affect you. This is how you start to reclaim your power. By consciously choosing your response instead of reacting out of habit, you're telling the universe, I am in control of my energy. And the universe listens. It sends you more situations that align with your higher vibration, more people who support your growth, more opportunities that resonate with your soul's purpose. But there's something even deeper here. As you raise your vibration, you not only change your own life, but you also start to affect the people around you. Your energy becomes magnetic. People will notice the shift in you. even if they can't quite put their finger on what's changed. You'll find that those who are meant to grow with you will be drawn closer, while those who are not aligned with your new vibration will naturally fall away. This can be painful at times, losing relationships, letting go of environments that no longer serve you, but it's part of the process. You can't grow and stay the same. That's the paradox of spiritual growth. In order to become who you're meant to be, you have to let go of who you were. This doesn't mean you reject your past self, it means you honor your journey. You honor the lessons, the experiences, the challenges, because they've brought you to this point. They've prepared you for this next level of your evolution. So let's talk about what happens once you start living from a higher vibration consistently. When you're in this state, you're no longer driven by fear, by lack, or by the need for external validation. You're driven by a deeper sense of purpose, by a connection to something greater than yourself. You become a conduit for higher energy to flow through you, and as a result, your life begins to unfold in ways you couldn't have imagined before. Opportunities start to appear seemingly out of nowhere. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right place, at the right time. Doors that were once closed will suddenly open. This isn't magic or coincidence, it's the law of energy. When you raise your vibration, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance, of possibility, of expansion, and the universe responds. But here's an important distinction. This isn't about manifesting material wealth or external success, although those things may come as a byproduct. This is about manifesting a deeper sense of fulfillment, of alignment with your soul's purpose. It's about living a life that feels true to who you really are, not the version of you that's been shaped by societal conditioning, fear, or doubt. And this is where the real magic lies. Because when you're living in alignment with your higher self, when your vibration is consistently high, you become a beacon. You inspire others simply by being yourself. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to preach or try to convince anyone of anything. Your energy speaks for itself. People will feel it, they'll be drawn to it, and they'll want to know how they can raise their vibration too. This is how spiritual growth becomes a ripple effect. Your personal growth contributes to the collective growth. Every time you raise your vibration, you're contributing to the elevation of the collective consciousness. You're helping to shift the energy of the planet, even if it's in small, subtle ways. And this, in itself, is a profound form of service. So to bring this all full circle, I want you to think about where you are right now in your journey. What habits have you identified that are killing your vibration? What steps are you willing to take to break free from them? And most importantly, are you ready to live a life that's in complete alignment with your higher self? If you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step. You've brought awareness to the habits that have been blocking your spiritual growth. Now it's time to take action. It's time to commit to raising your vibration, not just for a day or a week, but as a way of life. Because here's the truth, your vibration is everything. It's the energy you bring into every situation, every relationship, every moment. And when you commit to raising it, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the world. So the final question I leave you with is this: are you ready to live in alignment, to fully embrace your spiritual growth, and to become the highest version of yourself? Because the moment you decide to say yes to this journey, everything begins to shift. And trust me, the universe is ready. The only question is, are you?